Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And incomplete to open things up. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They go play action here on first down. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Good footwork on the spin. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but
Still
all for
third down.
naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. A gain of 8 and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Lock in.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The NFC North champion Chicago Bears, they take the field here again on offense. Their first division title this year since 2010. They clinched it back in Week 15 with that victory over Green Bay. Of course, Green Bay's had their number, especially in recent years. But what a season it's been for Chicago.
And when you think about their previous 4 years, 5-11, 6-10, 3-13, and 5-11 again in 2017. Now they'll have at least one home game in Soldier Field in January. This is a big turnaround. And I'd say go ahead and engrave the Coach of the Year award to Matt Nagy, their head coach. And it also will seal hirings going forward. Sean McVay with the Rams in 2017. Matt Nagy with the Bears in 2018. Look for those offensive guys to get the first crack at these jobs.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Play action. It's Trubisky. That's going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
They'll run forward to Cohen. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson from 3 yards out, and the Bears will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, as their offense takes the field again, the road to a first-round bye in the #1 overall seed, that hit a big speed bump Week 15 with that 1-point loss to the Chargers, CD.
Yeah, it certainly did. It set the playoff picture on its ear, didn't it? I mean, when you think about it now, we kind of had Kansas City locked in as the #1 seed, but we'll have to see how it all plays. But here's the bottom line, though. It doesn't matter to me where Kansas City plays, whether at Arrowhead or they go on the road. That offense, it can travel with Patrick Mahomes at the controls.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Dumps that off to Ware. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. Plenty of scoring here already. And we're back to Arrowhead after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Onto the field now come the Bears. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Burton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Lock in, lock in.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. Just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue.
Gotta go.
And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Lock in, lock in.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Well, he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Khalil Mack coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. Trubisky will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend, Jennifer. So not only celebrating an NFC North title, but now his proposal accepted by Jennifer, who will now be Mrs. Jennifer Leno Jr.? No Jr.
No, Jr. By the way, smart move because she's not going to say no in front of 60,000 people. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, it's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Slow. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Ware. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They run. It's Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Lock in.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Being chased out left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he checks this one down to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll win it over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Able to find Harris, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got to... Now Trubisky lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And out come the Chiefs now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Now here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now it's Trubisky, flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 62 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Again, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. On second down, here's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Chiefs on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third and 11.
Left.
Mahomes going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. But it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try for Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
Yeah. I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice, I'm an ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, big Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag. I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning,